Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back. Obviously, you guys see we are in a different setup today, but our new Minnesota Vikings GM just keeps making amazing moves. Quessy has probably had one of the best off seasons I've seen. We started $16 million below the cap in just cap space hell, and now we're out of it, and we've made a ton of key signings, and now we're going to be talking about the most recent one, Chris Reed, Adam Thielen's college teammate, and then we're also going to be talking about Irv Smith and how hungry this dude probably is. Obviously, not in a regular setup. I still want to talk to you guys. I'm a little nerd about this stuff. So anyways, let's get into it right now. So starting off with Chris Reed, the guard we signed from the Indianapolis Colts and Carolina Panthers. Coolest thing about this guy is that he was actually teammates with Adam Thielen at Minnesota State College, which is pretty crazy to think about because just such a small college like that, and they ended up playing there at the same exact time, and now they're back playing with the Minnesota Vikings. You kind of have some hometown firepower, but there's also a really cool interview out there. If you guys go check on YouTube, if you look it up, like I think it was when the Vikings were having a joint practice with the Carolina Panthers, and it's him and Adam Thielen talking about how just cool it is that they're both back in Minnesota. But anyways, Chris Reed, I think it's good guard depth. I think it will bring a ton of competition to the guard position that we have not had in the past. And honestly, Chris Reed, he's one of those guys that he's been in the league since 2015. He's got a veteran mind, and honestly, last year he was rated the 38th best guard, a 67.2 rating overall on PFF, and we got him for 1 year, $1 million. We're kind of just taking a flyer on this guy because I think this will bring competition to guys like Wyatt Davis and I'm thinking about the guy we just signed from Miami Dolphins. I'm blanking on his name, but also bringing him in, just bringing competition to the guard spot, especially to push a guy like Wyatt Davis, because if you're looking at our guard position, and Ezra especially, Ezra and Wyatt Davis probably have the most raw natural talent, and if you're bringing in a guy like Chris Reed to push them, he was in the Colts system, he was around Quentin Nelson. I just think it's good, and that's honestly, I'm excited about this guy. That's why I'm making a video on my phone right now, because I want to talk about him. He played in 14 games last year, and he's coming from that Colts system. You know, we always talk about corners coming from the New England Patriots system. I think it's the same thing when it comes to especially interior offensive linemen coming from the Colts system. I'm just excited to see how this plays out. Preseason for the Vikings is probably going to be one of the more interesting preseasons out of the whole NFL, just mainly because of the competition we're going to have at guard and just really seeing what Garrett Bradbury does at center. Vikings offensive line, I mean, the new management has just been dominating this offseason. All right, and mainly I woke up this morning thinking about Irv Smith for some reason, the star Vikings tight end, and how I've made a video about Irv Smith saying he's going to break out for the last 3 seasons, and he was ridiculed, or he's been ridiculed with injuries, but he is just one of those guys in the NFL that has so much natural talent, and if you get him in this Kevin O'Connell offense that he's bringing in, and he is the focal point tight end, which he has yet to be in his career, I'm just saying this could be a guy in fantasy where you take him in the last one or the last 2 rounds, and he could end up being the top 5 tight end just because of the production and opportunity he's going to get this year. And also, just think about this from a dude's perspective. I mean, we all know that we're all ambitious people a little bit. He was working his ass off last offseason, and he tore his ACL in training camp. You got to imagine how hungry this guy is. Just get back out there. Just go play the sport he loves again. I mean, we've all been there in a sport, job, whatever, how much you love it. And if you got that taken away from you, just the ambition and just the passion that he's going to be playing with. I can't wait. He's a freak athlete. Don't remember, 2nd round, Alabama. I don't know. My Vikings nerd side and my nerdy side was coming out this morning. Just think about Irv Smith and the potential he has in this offense. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video on the phone today. I had to get this quickly out to you. Chris Reed, Irv Smith, 2 guys on the offense who could have sneaky, underrated years and really help us get to the next level. Anyways, see you guys next time. Skol Vikes.